Doing your thing on the east side, did you ever run across Evil and Time Bomb?
Me and Evil, we was in the pen together. So Evil came up to me and Sinister from Swan, and Evil, all of them, they was doing their thing, worshiping the devil. And I was trying to worship the devil, all in the crypt module and shit, because I got bitter with God, but I knew God.
Wait.
Yeah, yeah.
Explain that. Worshiping the devil. What does that mean?
Well, that mean like
What's the process in that? What are you doing?
the process and everything in that, just like they got the Holy Bible, they got devil Bibles, they got devil churches.
Who the fuck introduced you to that shit?
Well, I got a pampering from a white boy when I was in the crib module in the county jail. I went to court, and the white boy was telling me about it and everything. And so I was like, in the wheelchair, shot up. Then as soon as I started walking, got out the wheelchair. 2 years later, I get shot 7 more times. So I was just like bitter towards God, but I knew God. Moms took me to church all the time. I knew Jesus Christ was my Lord and Savior. And died for my sin, but I got bitter. I was like, well, God letting all this happen to me. I was like, shit, fuck it, motherfucker, shoot me, and I'm in the wheelchair, and then gonna shoot me again, and I'm in the wheelchair, and shit. So I was like, I fucked up shooting everybody. I was like, I want everybody with a limp. All you motherfuckers with
What
a
you
limp.
doing? You practicing this shit, writing the
so
stars on the ground and all
Yeah,
that?
so I took off. The guy told me what to do, so I wrote these people in Texas, a devil church. They sent me a devil Bible. So I started taking the Bible, reading it and shit. And I started doing this shit on the floor with the candles and shit in it. So I got this dog one time and said, get the dog feet and put it in the candle in the middle of the circle with the stars. So I shot the dog in the alley, cut his feet off with the little axe thing I had. And I took it and put the shit in the circle, and the homies laugh, and they like, look at this stupid nigga burned out. So I'm sitting there doing all the little satanic shit, and I'm putting curses on Swans and Hoovers and Broadways, and I'm doing this curses and shit. I'm up here doing all this shit. And the homies like, we on the streets in my mother's garage in the back. I mean, her shack. She had a patio. She let me turn the patio into a shack. So I'm in there doing all this shit and 666 stuff and screaming out Satan names, Shot-Light, and all the devil names, like my cousin Nestor and Tony, they named their dogs Satan and Shot-Light, which was devil names, and so when I had the devil book, I seen those same names, and I was, so I used to sit around and say little satanic shit while we on 69 in the apartments, gang banging and shit. I say
homies didn't run away from you?
No, a lot of homies was like, I ain't fuck my cuz when the devil worshiping shit. But then I had my crew that fucked it with me that was just like, they knew me, like me, Lil Kookie, Mac 9, Lil Stein and Lil Cass, all of us Duck Down, Big Duck Down, and all of us, Lil Snoop.
These are your converts? You converted them?
No, all them laughed at me, but they hung with me because they like this nigga. But here you go. So I used to do the little shit wherever we be at or say the little shit. And then when we got in the gang module, I started doing it in my cell. So when the sheriffs come by the cells, they used to be, new booties, basically, just to be sheriffs and working in the county. So they'll bring like 30 of them inside the game module and let them walk in the game module, walk to your cell and talk to the Crips all in the cell. And then take them down to the blood module next. So when they come to my cell, they stop at my cell, and all the, the white ladies, the black ladies, and the Asians, whoever, whatever race, Mexican, they stop, and the men be like, oh, what's up, where you from? And I'll be in the cell like, oh, I'm from East Coast Crip. They like, what is all that on your wall? And they reading there. I'm like, yeah, I worship the devil. They like, oh, you do? And they look on the wall. I got 666, Shot Like Satan, and all kind of Satan names. My whole cell was rolled up like that. My floor.
So look, when you come across those family swans that practice your religion, did you guys bond, or what was the?
It was like when I ran across Evil, we was in the pen together. So it was more like I was more like oh shit, this Evil, I heard about them. They was killing like a motherfucker like me. And I'm like, damn, they put in work, got murders under their belt like a motherfucker. I got murders under my, they worship the devil. And I was like, damn, that's Evil from Swan. I want to meet him. I want to meet him. He was like, what's up, little doc? And we both shook hands, kicked it, started lifting weights together and shit. So Evil was like, Doc, let's take a picture. You hold the red rag, I hold the blue one. And then I'm going to hold the blue one on the next picture. You hold the red, So I was like, yeah, let's do it. I don't give a fuck. So we come out on the yard and we squat down. So he got the red rag like this and I got it. So we take a picture, boom. Then we got the blue rag on the next picture. So the whole yard was looking at us like, the fuck? Because, Crips and Bloods like, what the fuck is Doc doing? Even touching the red rag. What? He taking a picture with the blood nigga with holding the red rag, See, when you don't give a fuck, you'll do shit like that. And we didn't give a fuck. We was like,
You guys speak about the devil worshiping together and
oh yeah, we talked about, man, he would start talking about that. I said, y'all was over there watching the devil doing y'all shit too.
Period. You disrespect a devil, you disrespect a devil. You disrespect